Welcome back to the channel. We are out in the barn again today. I've had the Vevor fired up for the last hour on high, so we've gone from -2 to +2. You can still see your breath, but at least it's not freezing cold in here. I have a bunch of mulching, wood chipping to do over the next little while. So I thought I would bring the wood chipper in and have a look at it. The knives were a touch dull last time, so maybe I'll flip the knives over, see how the oil's doing, you know, that sort of thing. Routine maintenance before I go and run it for a bunch of time. So let's get into it. I'm going to take off the input funnel and the output chute so that I can get a look at the knives and see what they look like. So let me move the wood chipper around so that we can get a good look at the knives, and I'll bring you back. I've got us all moved around so that you can see the knives. You might be able to see that there's a few nicks in them, and I've pulled the spark plug out so that nobody loses a finger, and it makes it easier to rotate the drum. So if I pull it over, you can see that that part there, let me just see, yeah, that part there is the color that it should be for the drum. And then we get into this stuff right there. There's some heavy texturing on that. And then you come to the second knife and there's a really big chip way over there. And then as we go over, you can see that leading edge is starting to wear away right along there. That shiny spot. And then we get back into the heavy texturing on this side too. That is really deep grooving. And it continues all the way around to the first blade, where it's also wearing away the leading edge. So anyways, to flip the blades, I have to pull these 5 bolts out, and they are very thin. And on the end of the socket, you can see that every socket has a bit of a taper to it on the leading edge. So that may be a real challenge to get it to bite. I don't know that there's enough room there to get a wrench in it and spin it. I thought it was a 16mm wrench, but it turns out it's 5/8. Why 5/8? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to try and get some of them out and get a blade free. We'll see what happens. So there's no Loctite on those. They're just horribly tight, which makes sense. You wouldn't want them coming loose. That would be a bad day. As with that would be a bad day too. Yeah, let me figure out how to get that out and I'll bring you back. Yeah, that was fun. All right, so now that we have our knife back, you can see that there's a few nicks on it. This is the side that was out. You can see the hex around the where the bolt heads were. This side is going to end up going in so that the new knife edge comes to the bottom. But I'm going to clean that surface up first so that it fits nice and flush. So the bolts that hold the knife to the drum are actually metric. They're an M10 by 1.5. The head is a 5/8, but the thread is metric. A 16 millimeter is just way too sloppy and a 15 won't fit. So you need a 5/8 socket, and I had to trim down the end of mine on the lathe to make it square. I'll get you a photo of that. So that it would actually bite on that thin of a head. So you may want to consider that. Anyway, I'm going to spend some time cleaning up the threads on those bolts, and then I'm going to do the threads on the drum, and when that's done, I'll bring you back. They are blind holes, so watch you don't snap the tap, because that would also be a bad day. So there's also some dirt up in here, and I'm going to work on that for a minute so that the blade will sit flush. Alright, so let's put the blade back in. The slope of the edge that you want should be up like that, so that it sits in there like that. Don't drop the blade. I doubt you can see what's going on, but all right. Alright, that's side one. I'm going to do the other side off camera. Alright, that's the second blade flipped. Let's pull it over and see if it's going to clear on the way around. Yep, it clears. That's the grooving that I was talking about earlier that you can see. I'll get you a shot of it there. And again, that leading edge that's self-clearancing. Yeah, not sure about that, but is what it is, I guess. So there we go. That's one job done. We've got the blades flipped on the wood chipper. I checked the oil and it's fine. It's not got that many hours on it anyway. Yeah, so not a bad job. Lost the blade. That delayed things. Had to bend a piece of wire to get it up and out. Had to modify a tool to get those bolts out. I said I didn't see any Loctite. But I did have to heat the bolts. Not a lot, you know, maybe a 20 count, but that seemed to help. I didn't see any Loctite on them though when I cleaned it up, which is odd. Yeah. So I guess that just leaves putting the output chute back on, and then I'll put the input chute on like that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this helped you. If you own one of these Princess Auto 15 horsepower wood chippers and your blades are getting dull, now you know how to flip them. Princess Auto also sells replacement blades if they're still in stock. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you did, leave me a comment. Yeah, if you've seen that self-clearancing or that gouging in the drum, let me know in the comments below what your experience is. I don't know what's causing it. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave me a comment, hit the like button. If you're absolutely bored, feel free to subscribe. Yeah, we'll see you next time.